Taurus, this is going to be your March 2019 general reading. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're enjoying March or will enjoy March. I, as usual, picked your cards before I started recording, and I'm using the Spiral Tarot for your basic layout, and this month for March I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle for your clarifiers. I just recently got this and I am completely in love with these cards. I love these cards. It's just visually stunning. And I don't know what's going on with you guys, but March seems to be a huge month for you, and you have some really amazing things in here. So I'll go ahead and show you your basic layout, and then I'll get started. And of course, this is for Pisces. Sorry guys, this is for Taurus rising, sun, or moon. So your central experience for March is strength. Your challenge is the Knight of Wands. What is helping you? Pretty nice, you guys. You have the Wheel of Fortune as what's helping you. At your root, you have the Nine of Wands. In the recent past, or what you're coming away from, you have the Empress. Your best possible outcome is the Ten of Cups. Coming up for you in the future, you have the Eight of Cups. You right now are the Ten of Wands. In your surroundings, you have the Five of Cups. Your hope is the Two of Cups. And your general outcome is the Ace of Wands. You have two very nice outcomes in here. And as always, this may or may not resonate for you. You may want to watch the videos for your other two out of your rising sun and moon. I know that personally for me, I tend to vibrate the most with the readings that for my moon and my rising, but not always for my sun. But it's always fun to watch all three and see if these different stories interact with each other or paint a fuller picture. Okay, so your central experience for March. This is really interesting. You have listening and strength. And so what I'm getting is that for some reason in March, you may have to gently enforce around you the fact that you need people to listen, or you need people to listen more to what you're trying to say or what you're trying to get across. You may even need to make sure that this is reciprocal and that you are listening to others. Not that you don't listen to others, but there's a central focus for this month on listening. You may even receive some messages that take patient, calm listening. There may be multiple layers in communication. You know, someone could say something, but there may be several other meanings underneath those words. Sometimes when we listen more carefully, we catch more of the nuances or the underlying messages that are coming through, not just the surface message. It may be that for some of you, you feel as though people haven't been listening to you, or it's hard to get people to listen to each other even. You may have to take some kind of a leadership role in making sure that other people are listening to each other, or that people are cooperating, or being receptive enough to listen to someone else's viewpoint or feelings or ideas. You may need to listen more to the signs and the messages all around you, just in the world or in nature. It seems as though the universe is giving you messages, so you need to pay close attention. This may even be something as specific as listening to a Leo, or this could be a Leo listening to you. Yeah, but I'm definitely getting the feeling that you need to gently assert yourself a little bit more strongly about making sure that people are really hearing what you're saying. Or you're opening up your powers with listening more than ever before. You're noticing more of the subtleties than before. So, your challenge your challenge this month is the Knight of Wands, in with movement. It may be that you're just simply having to travel a lot or move around a lot, or the energy around you is moving around a lot. There may be a lot of rapid comings and goings, or quick journeys, or people coming to visit you, or you going to go visit people, or seeking information, and there may be some complications in seeking information or finding the truth of a matter. Or it could just simply be that there's a lot of movement and a lot of change going on right now, so it's hard to know how to stabilize things or keep up with things because there are so many different things going on. It may be that you feel extremely motivated to move at this time. And I don't mean just moving as in moving to a new home or a new location or traveling. This can be you need a movement to happen. You need something to happen to break up old stagnancies or something. But something about this is a little erratic, where it's hard to stabilize it. Or it may be that it's important for you at this time to be receptive and to be strong in what you know you need for yourself. But there's so many things going on, you're having to readjust constantly when really you would just rather be stable and receptive. You may have to travel someplace in order to get some information and something. You may even possibly have some challenges with travel, but I'm not getting anything bad in here. Or you're just simply having a hard time figuring out what direction to go in, possibly, or how to move forward, or how to get the information that you need. But keep in mind that's just a challenge, it's not stopping you. So what is helping you is the Wheel of Fortune and home. I don't know if you can see the home card. I wish that was my home. I would love to live there. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Fates. Something is fated, or you're being led someplace. Someplace that feels like home. You're being brought something by the Fates that makes you feel at home. This could be finding a dream home, or finding a person that feels like home to you, or feels familiar or comfortable to you. This could be a feeling of home within yourself, where you feel secure, you feel safe, and you feel held, and you feel comforted, sheltered. It's a safe resting place. You may be brought to people that feel like home, or a place that feels like home, or you want to go back home. You want to find the place where you belong, or you feel as if you belong. The fates are bringing you something really magical. There's something you're about to be given, a curveball by the universe that ends up being a giant blessing. You possibly will not see this coming, but you may be able to sense it. You just don't know what it is. You can just sense it, like animals and some people can feel earthquakes before they happen, except this is a good earthquake. I feel as if what's helping you is to realize just how incredibly blessed you really are, and how far along you've come already, and you've reached a place of comfort with yourself or with your environment, or just a feeling of rootedness, or a feeling of good fortune that isn't going anywhere. It's going to stay. Something is changing with your home. You may be relocating. You may be finding a newer, better place for yourself, or this is a new feeling inside of yourself, or you're brought to your spiritual home, or it feels as if you have found it's a feeling of solace, sanctuary. It's a feeling of sanctuary, that you can be here or go to this place whenever you need to in order to have sanctuary and feel healed or feel like you belong. And this can be a feeling, not just an actual person or a place. Or you may be traveling someplace extremely beautiful. So at your root, you have the Nine of Wands. You've come to the very end of something. Something has culminated. You almost feel as if you're having to be a salesperson or a spokesperson for something, or to bring something to other people's attention. Now that you have manifested something, it's time to show it off, or to get support or acknowledgement, or to bring people in or bring energy in order to enjoy it. You've come a long way, and you've become more sure of yourself or more confident because you've accomplished this. You've done the bulk of the work on this. Now it's standing back and showing it, or showcasing it, or getting people's attention to it. But this can also be a journey of you. It may be that you have been on a journey for a long time of being very confident and capable, but now you're realizing that something's cracking, and I'm about to show you the clarifiers. First, you have coming apart, and then you have Wizard of Awareness. What I'm getting is that you've come a long way with confidence and with your capacities and feeling capable. Something about your ego shell, or what you have, it's hard to put it into words. You'll have to bear with me here. I'm trying to formulate the best way to say it, or the clearest way to say it. Something about how far you've come, and something about what you have learned or what you have come to expect or who you are is cracking a little bit, where you may temporarily hit a moment where you feel like you're falling apart on the inside or mentally, because something is shifting so dramatically within you that you're not sure what's happening. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of the fact that Uranus is in Taurus now, and in the very early degrees too. And so Uranus may be cracking open your ego a little bit in order to get you to see things in a different way. Or there may be something that you have thought for a long time that is no longer working for you. Or everything that you had come to believe in or count on or expect is somehow being taken away from you, or cracking you open into a new awareness. Even though this feels really intense, you guys. This feels like almost like you're worried about losing your mind, or you're worrying about not coming back to sanity. But really, even though it's somewhat shattering, or you feel as if your mind is split, or something's happening internally for you that's hard for you to deal with, or hard for you to reconcile with. This is bringing some things up that perhaps you weren't aware of before, or you didn't see it in this way before, or something about everything you have built up until now is not fulfilling you the way that you thought it would, or you don't feel as well, you probably know more than me, right? If this is the case for you, then you probably know what I'm getting here feeling wise. But what I am getting is that if you're temporarily shaken up, or something is coming apart within you, feel free to reach out to people that you consider wise to give you good advice, or simply just to be there for you and listen to you. This may be one of the reasons why you have the listening card as your central experience. You may need someone to listen to you. You may need to talk to someone. You may need to get this off your chest or make sense out of this. And obviously, you also have a wise wizard of awareness within yourself as well. So you can do this for yourself, but when we're changing I'm getting that you're changing psychologically, or you're changing internally on a mental plane that runs very deep for you. And this isn't a bad thing. This is actually a really good thing. It's just, it's hard to deal with because it's shaking everything up, or it's making you doubt yourself, or it's making you not know yourself as well as you would like. But really, you're going to know yourself so much better after this. And there's something about this that is very much needed and will actually bring you to awareness, or bring you to a higher level, so to speak. But something about this is difficult, and don't hesitate to ask for assistance, whether it's just a listening ear, or a hug, or a dear friend to sit with you. Whatever it is, if you need support, you have it. And if you ask the universe for support on understanding this better, you can ask your guides for help as well in steadying yourself so that you can make better sense out of this. It may even be that on some level you feel torn and you need to get clarity on it. So, what you're coming away from is the Empress and Moonlight. Interesting. Sorry, these cards are new, so I'm getting used to them. This particular card I think is really beautiful. You have Moonlight. I don't know if you can see the hourglass on the ledge next to the fairy, and the owl that's flying across the face of the moon. Time, cycles, illumination, with the Empress. I'm getting something kind of profound from this. I'm getting that you're coming away from a period where your heart has burst open, or your heart's been awakened more than ever. You guys are Taurians. You're ruled by Venus. This is one of your cards, the Empress. This is ruled by Venus and Jupiter as well. But this always reminds me of you guys because she's so comfortable and in her body and in nature and just fruitful and grounded and creative and calmly expecting goodness. With moonlight, I'm getting a profound feeling. It's like a mixture of having your heart blown wide open and with a certain lovely kind of melancholy. It's a very deep feeling that's hard to describe, but something has become illuminated to you over some cycles or changes that have been happening, or you've received some illumination on something that is deep in you that you need. You've realized that you need this love. I'm getting something in here about reciprocity. You need reciprocity. You realize you need this on a very deep level. You need to be held up, or you need to be supported. You need to feel like you belong, or that you can count on something to be there for you. And you have finally accepted the fact that you really do need this. And so if you haven't been getting this, you're realizing now that you deserve this, need this, and you can produce this. But there's something about the past in here that's making you feel a little melancholy. You've received some kind of an intuition or inner knowledge concerning something to do with the past that's made you realize just what you need and deserve, and you have lovingly had to let something go, possibly. The moon, to me right here, feels like an old friend. The moon is shining down on the fairy. Even though the fairy is technically alone, she still has the owl flying by, and she still has the moon to shine on her. She still has the moon to talk to. She still has the moon to tell her feelings to. Something about time passing or things that have happened in the past have brought you to this state where it's like a feeling of spiritual guidance, where even in your moments where you are alone, in a way you are not alone. You have spiritual forces looking out after you, and they want to bring you what you need. They want to take care of you. The moon is extremely nurturing. The moon wants to give us anything that will help us to feel better when we feel sad, just like a mother would, a good mother. And a good mother is exactly what the Empress is. She's Mother Nature. She's the divine feminine. She will provide you with anything that you need. She can feed you. So it's a bitter, no, I almost said bittersweet, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like a loving melancholy where you're alone, but you're not alone. I don't know what this is, but it feels amazing to me. It feels like you're getting really deep with yourself. You're getting really deep inside of yourself with it's almost like a feeling of something is about to burst forth and you can feel it, or something is about to happen and you can feel it. And there are so many changes going on within yourself, but I definitely feel as if you have support. So as your best possible outcome, you have the Ten of Cups and Strength. Even though this is an oracle card deck and follows no system, this still reminds me of the Strength card in the tarot, which you have. You have two strengths in here. You have strength as your central experience, along with listening. And you have strength with the Ten of Cups. Could it possibly be that some of you have fallen in love with Leos, or have had a very profound connection with a Leo, whether it's friendship, allies, love, any number of things. It feels as if there may be a prominent Leo in your life, or someone who shows these qualities to you. Your best possible outcome is to feel completely emotionally fulfilled and happy and filled with joy and gratitude. Strength in this is quite spectacular because you can see how this would be strength. She's holding the planet in one hand and she's balancing on one leg, and she has a leg up with one of her hands. That takes an incredible amount of strength and balance and flexibility to be able to do that, to be able to hold a giant sphere and balance on one foot and have two limbs up like that and perfectly balanced on top of a rock. That takes sheer grace and strength to do something like that. It almost seems impossible. But your best possible outcome is to move with grace, flexibility, and strength, to believe in your own capacities, and also realize you are capable of so much more than you think, or you're able to bring something into being now through sheer determination, love, balance, equilibrium, and grace, which makes you feel extremely happy and fulfilled. If this does have to do with a Leo, then it is possible as your best possible outcome to strike a really good balance with this person where you truly respect each other, and this person almost seems like they have magical abilities, or they have abilities that you're discovering that you weren't aware of before. Something about this person feels like a wish come true, or you feel completely fulfilled by this emotionally. You feel awakened by this and grateful for this, whether it's a friend, an ally, or a lover, or a partner even. But people aside, if this is not a person, I am getting a message of extreme spiritual guidance and protection. You have so many guides that have got your back right now, and they want to see you be happy. Not that you're not happy. They want to see you be ecstatic. They want to see you be completely grateful for your life, and to see your dreams come into fruition, or your dreams happen. Whatever you feel as though something is falling apart or cracking open, or you're coming apart, things are no longer stiff like this guy. This guy seems a little stiff, or a little boxed in, honestly. He's got so many wands behind him, he almost looks like he's surrounded by clutter even though he's outside. It doesn't look like, if he started dancing around like strength here, that he would start knocking things over because they're too close to him, or it's kind of fenced in feeling. You may have enjoyed this at one point, but it doesn't feel as if you are anymore, and that's the reason why some part of how you see reality is shifting or changing right now, and it almost seems as if internally you're falling apart a little bit. But you know best on what's right for you, and you have the answers within you that you seek. Whether the answers come to you in the form of an actual guide in your life, or a dear friend or teacher or somebody that you respect, you can also reach this place yourself, and you may already have, where you know best on how to handle this situation, or bring light to the situation, or to make sense out of this situation. It does take opening up your awareness more. But it seems as if your best possible outcome is you can sail through this no problem. You just need to believe in yourself and be more free flowing rather than feeling fenced in. Or focus on freedom and that magic is on your side. In the future, okay, you have the Eight of Cups with come together. So you have coming apart, and then you have come together. To me, it seems as if in the near future you realize you have to let something go in order to come together. You may very well be drawn towards a new love or love in general. There may be something that you're longing for or that you feel is on, again, I'm getting a strong message about that you feel very strongly, viscerally, that something is about to arrive or happen that's quite spectacular actually. And you may have already met someone that you feel very strongly about, but it's in the beginning stages, and you may be in between the worlds. You may have to heal or let go of emotional attachments from the past or emotional experiences from the past in order to truly embrace this coming together. And coming together doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a business partnership. This could be a best friend. This could be approaching life with your heart wide open, with wanting to embrace life. If you look at the girl in the picture in the Eight of Cups, she doesn't look, her arms are not open. She's not looking forward towards that one magical cup that she wants. She's looking back, she's clenched back, she's holding back. Perhaps she's shy. Perhaps she's not sure what's happening or whether it's real or not, or wants to do this but is afraid how she'll be taken. I don't know. But you want more love in your life in general. You want more connection, you want more love, you want more support. You want to feel like you can create things together that you couldn't on your own. There may be some relationship, past relationship hurts or experiences that you still have a hold on you, or you still feel the cords. You still feel connected to that. And even though you know it's emotionally not what you're supposed to be doing anymore, it looks as if you're having a hard time letting go of it and trusting completely. But I see this as getting resolved. I see you as dealing with this coming apart situation, or this feeling of alone yet you're not alone, or you're in between the worlds. But in any case, I see you as being brave and eventually embracing this. I don't see you as staying in this position for too long. True alliances are so natural and free-flowing that all you have to do is accept them. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to try hard. All you have to do is just simply allow yourself to feel, and the love is there. And with come together, this looks pretty darn reciprocal to me. If you have had problems in the past with feeling hurt because things weren't as reciprocal, things are definitely going to be reciprocal in the future. This may be why you're hesitating a little bit, is because it's a big thing to have trust and faith in, especially if you have been hurt in the past or something didn't work out in the past. If you've been in a relationship and this isn't a new relationship. It seems as if you guys are able to let go of your emotional memories from the past and start over as in a new beginning, or you feel the relationship is strengthened. If you're single and you're not interested in anyone, and this doesn't have to do with love as in with a person, this is coming together in yourself where you feel a sense of purpose and you don't feel torn anymore, or you don't feel emotionally confused about what you're doing anymore. You know exactly what you're doing and you are coming together. First, there's this feeling of that you're falling apart or coming apart from the inside out, and then you come back together again in a much healthier way where you understand yourself better because of this wizard of awareness that's helping you. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. Sorry if I'm rambling. Okay, so you right now, you have the Ten of Wands with a card called Spark. It's a angel or a fairy playing a violin, and there's arrows shooting by her with hearts coming off of them. So what I'm getting is that you feel a spark happening within yourself. This spark could be passion, as in a new love, or a spark of a connection with someone. This can be a spark of inspiration. This can be a song that comes to you out of the blue, or a poem that comes to you out of the blue, or some kind of inspiring spark that lights you up and makes you feel motivated, or makes you want to express something that feels very emotional and heartfelt to me. It feels very raw to me, actually. The Spark card feels extremely raw, like you're really expressing your heart in whatever it is that you do, or you feel drawn to follow some kind of a spark that you've had, but you're still hanging on to this Ten of Wands. What's up with that? Have you been taking on too many responsibilities, or you feel like you're burdened down with responsibilities? You may be even carrying other people's responsibilities for them. Or you just... Uranus is going to shake this up. You're not going to really be able to carry these things anymore like that. Otherwise, your back is going to break. How can you go with a spark of inspiration if you're laden down with burdens, or laden down with back pain or exhaustion, or feeling as if you have to do everything on your own, or that you're the only one who can carry all of these things? I feel as if this is a breakthrough. I feel as if you suddenly, okay, let's put it this way. You're carrying these burdens. You feel exhausted. You need help. You need people to help you. You need people to possibly listen to you. You feel as if you're carrying everything yourself. And you won't be able to continue to do this because your crystallized role that you have put yourself in is no longer working anymore. And you're temporarily going to feel as if you're falling apart or coming apart because of this. But this is meant to happen in order for you to gain awareness. And when you gain this awareness, it's all going to make sense to you. You won't feel confused anymore. You'll know exactly what to do, or you'll know exactly how to change in the best way. And that will lead you to come to the grand realization that you can put these wands down and follow that spark that you feel. Or maybe that spark that you feel will light those wands on fire, and then they'll turn to ash and you won't be able to hang on to them regardless. The universe is taking your wands away. You can't continue to carry these burdens with you. You need to follow your heart spark or your soul spark. You need to follow your intuitive inspiration. And as long as you follow that spark, or you ignite it, all this will fall away. All this will fall away, and you'll feel much more free to follow your destiny, or to find your destiny, or to be brought back to your destiny. In your surroundings, in your surroundings, there's some loss, disappointment. There's still some things standing in the situation. Not all is lost, but there's definitely been a feeling of being so disappointed in something that you casted aside, or you were cast aside, or you've just felt frustrated. And again, I'm getting a similar message where you have sudden awareness that comes to you, and this is able to fall away. With the Five of Cups, you have the Bone Collector. If you look, it's an elder who is extremely wise. This elder lives a very simple life. This elder is outside with natural things. She has a rabbit, she has a clock, and she has a peacock feather in her hand. And she has skeletons and bones hanging from the tree branches above her. I'm getting wisdom that comes from experience, and a deep appreciation for the simple things in life, or the things that really matter. And also that you can't waste your life. There's that clock next to her. I don't know if you can see it. That's a clock. Let's see, it's 10 of 2 in the clock. 10 minutes till 2. What numbers? 10 plus 2 is 12. That's the whole wheel. You've come full circle with something. You've come to a major turning point in your life where you are understanding things more deeply than before. And you're able to see things for what they are on a very grand scale. Or accept that all things pass away eventually. All things change eventually. You can't hang on to anything. The only thing that you can hang on to is love, unconditional love, love for everything, knowing that things always come back around, that nothing is ever lost for forever, but you can't keep things for forever either. You can't take the things with you when you die. It's a greater, more wise understanding of things, where the simple things in life, like the painful simple things in life, like disappointment, grief, loss, change, having to let go, either being disgusted with other people or even with yourself, with sometimes how people behave or what people do to each other, or just all of the drama and things that happen in the world. You're understanding these things on a much broader, deeper level now, where you can allow these things to pass without hanging on to them, and realize that things always have the potential to get better. It just involves patience and a positive outlook. Something's dramatically changing in your surroundings, or how you see things in your surroundings is dramatically changing. So this is interesting, you guys. Your hope is the Two of Cups and Magic Stream. I want to be there. I want to go swimming in that stream right now. That would be so nice. That just looks really healing and beautiful and peaceful. New clarity, new life, new It just looks really beautiful. So this is saying that your hope is you want a love where your emotions flow together. There's a lot of empathy there. There's a lot of mutual emotional understanding and deep knowing or deep intuition in this. I'm sorry, you guys, but with the Two of Cups, this is a relationship, or this is love, pure and simple. You may have actually met someone that makes you feel this way, and your hope is that it will be able to continue to flow, or continue to unfold, or you will continue to feel this way. Or that this is what you want in general. This is what your hopes are for all alliances in your life, especially with that listening card as your central experience. It seems as if you really have a deep need for peaceful relations, where people are listening to each other, people are honoring each other, people can naturally have things unfold in a good, healthy way that doesn't involve pushing the stream or pushing the river, or just allowing things to be and allowing things to flow. This is truly what you hope for. You need more harmony and magic in your life. So, as your general outcome, you have the Ace of Wands in with intention. This seems really straightforward to me. It seems as though with your general outcome, you have the grand realization that with your intentions and your efforts or action steps, first you come up with the intention, right? You don't actually go anywhere or do anything without an intention. Even if you're just wandering around your house and you decide you want to make some food, your intention is you want to make food, and then your feet naturally follow that intention and take you into the kitchen so you can get the ingredients that you need. It's an effortless kind of cooperation between these two things. So your general outcome is you have a profound realization that if you just get real clear with your intentions and you take the steps necessary towards those things, it will happen. Go figure. It'll happen. All you have to do is do it. Or come up with, what are my intentions? What do I want? What are you looking for? What would you like to see begin in your life? What kinds of action steps do you really want to take? Not just what you think you should be doing or what you think is possible for you, or what other people want you to do. What do you really want to do? And once you come up with your intention, you're going to put your love into this new beginning, and you're going to follow it because you feel driven to do this, whatever it is. You can do this is the message with this. You just need to get real clear about what you want. The owl is holding a dandelion puff in its beak. And you know that thing about making a wish, and then if you can blow off all of the seeds, then your wish will come true. This is also about spreading things out there too, of spreading your intentions out there in the world and then seeing what comes from those seeds. You may make a wish and blow the dandelion seeds everywhere, but it takes a certain amount of time to see where the seeds actually sprouted, which seeds made it, and which seeds didn't make it. And then you'll have a better idea of what to nurture, or what to choose, or what to go with. So, kind of getting leaving it up to the fates kind of feeling here, but that doesn't mean that you don't put it into action. It's a nice balance between the two. You put things into action, and then you wait a little bit to see what happens. So hopefully that helped or made sense. Oh, if you have been hoping for a love, or if you have met someone that makes you feel like You flow really well together. And if you would like this to unfold more, it could be saying also, because the Ace of Wands can be new passion, you may need to do something. You may need to ask them out, or you may need to let them know what your intentions are. If you've been gently, slowly getting to know this person, you may need to take it up a notch as your general outcome and finally come clean with how you feel. Or say what your intentions are. What do you want from this? What would you like to see grow from this? It definitely involves some kind of action step that you need to take to set the tone on where things are headed, or what will happen, what kind of growth can happen from this. This can also be travel, you guys. You may set an intention of where you would like to go or what you would like to do. So hopefully that helped or made sense. I wish you all the best, and pretty soon I'll be coming out with your love reading for the month too, and then in the middle of the month the random messages from the universe. So I wish you all the best. That was a beautiful reading, just visually. I wish someday I want to get a tripod so I can actually angle it where you can see them, but visually the whole reading was completely stunning. So I wish you all the best. Take care.